He had been lost before. He had been found before. He had been left before. 3 times, the world taught him the same lesson. That trust was a door that only led to pain. But Tiny was still here. Still walking. Still breathing. And somewhere ahead, the world had one more lesson left to teach him. A different one. The streets felt familiar this time. Not welcoming, but known. He had survived them before. But something was heavier now. Not his body was stronger. It was the weight he carried inside. The weight of having hoped. Of having chosen to believe. And of watching that belief walk out the door. He didn't flinch at loud sounds anymore. Didn't run from shadows. But he also didn't look up when people passed. Not because he was afraid. Because he had decided. Quietly, without ceremony. That people were not for him. The hunger came back. The cold came back. But this time, Tiny didn't wait for someone to fix it. He learned where the warmest corners were. Which restaurant backs left scraps. Which doorways blocked the wind. He wasn't thriving. But he was surviving. On his own terms. And there was something in that. Something quiet and fierce. That even he didn't fully understand yet. He had been broken 3 times. And 3 times. He had gotten back up. That's not weakness. That's what survival looks like. He noticed her first from across the street. An older woman. Moving slowly, without fuss. She placed small bowls on the pavement. One by one, without looking around for approval. Without waiting to be thanked. Then she stepped back. Sat on a low wall. And simply, watched over them. One by one, the other strays approached. She didn't reach for them. Didn't call to them. Didn't try to make them hers. She just fed them. And let them be. Tiny had never seen kindness like that before. Kindness that asked for nothing. Kindness that didn't need to be returned. He stayed where he was. And watched. She came back the next evening. And the one after. And every evening after that. Tiny watched every time. From the same shadow. The same distance. He noticed things. She never grabbed. Never trapped. If a cat didn't want to be touched, she didn't push. If one left, she didn't follow. She fed. She waited. She left. Day after day. Without conditions. And slowly, without Tiny realizing it. Something in his chest began to loosen. Just a little. Just enough. On the 8th evening. Tiny stepped out of the shadow. One paw into the light. Then another. He stopped. Waited. The woman saw him. She didn't move. Didn't speak. Just, stayed completely still. Letting him decide. Tiny's whole body was tense. Every memory, the alley, the door, the step away. Pressing against him like a wall. But underneath all of it. Something older than fear. Something that had survived everything he had been through. He took another step. Then one more. And he ate from the bowl. The woman didn't move. Didn't celebrate. Just breathed. And somehow. That was exactly right. He came back the next evening. And the one after. Each time, a little closer. Each time, a little longer. The woman never rushed him. Never moved faster than he was ready for. She seemed to understand something important. That a heart that has been broken this many times doesn't heal on a schedule. It heals at its own pace. In its own time. With the right kind of patience. One evening, he sat beside her. Just sat. Not touching. Just near. She didn't look down. Didn't make it a big moment. She just continued to exist beside him. And the next evening, when her hand rested near him on the wall, Tiny pressed his head against it. Gently. Slowly. Like something precious being offered back to the world. One morning, the woman arrived at the usual spot. She placed the bowls. Sat down. Waited. And from across the street, without hesitation, Tiny walked over. Not cautiously. Not tensed for escape. Just walked. He sat beside her. And when she slowly lowered her hand, he leaned into it. Eyes closed. Completely. He had been lost. He had been saved and abandoned. He had survived alone. But this moment, this quiet, unhurried moment, was something new. It wasn't rescue. It wasn't need. It was choice. His choice. Freely given. That was his redemption. Not all kindness breaks you. Not all trust is a trap. Sometimes the world sends you the wrong people first. Not to destroy you, but to teach you what the right one looks like. Tiny didn't give up on trust. He just got more careful about who deserved it. And when the right one came, patient, quiet, asking nothing, he knew. Maybe you're still waiting for yours. Don't stop waiting. Tiny found his redemption. Paw prints, but his journey isn't over. Episode 5, A Forever Home, coming soon. Comment, you deserve it, Tiny Paw Prints, if this episode healed something in you. Share this with someone who needed to hear, don't stop trusting.